all know you as Medical. How does it feel? I mean, getting into the game as a young man, transitioning into, if you want, that couple, that colossus, that controls. How does it feel? Before we even get into, some of the highlights of the milestones that you've actually, chalked. How does it feel to be Medical?
I mean, I would say it feels great because I have the power to, talk to the youth or talk to listeners into believing in themselves, into having fun, into forgetting everybody and achieving their dreams and goals. It's not just entertainment alone, you get me? Because obviously I've got party songs and that, but
Right.
I've got some inspirational songs and motivational songs out there.
Does that make you fulfilled, Medical?
I think so, yeah, because I believe the purpose of living life is to be happy and
Right.
to be able to make the lives of others a happy one. Everything else is a bonus.
I love that.
Yeah.
And let's talk about milestones in your musical journey so far. Which ones can you say, well, these are the highlights and the milestones for me?
I mean, you see, this life, I do believe, it's a journey, right? Sometimes you go through certain things and then you feel like, nah, you haven't really reached there, or you need to, accumulate these things to be able to put yourself or your name there or feel like, yo, I'm the man, you get me? But I would say that, some of the achievements, the happiness, it still boils down to that. I'm not even going to mention maybe awards or shows or some heights I wasn't able to reach or I feel like I need to reach. I just feel like so far as my name is out there and people listen to my music and my story, is quite impactful when it's heard by the youth and by people consuming my music. That's it. Like,
Do you feel fulfilled?
I'm still fulfilling.
But of course, we're talking about inner satisfaction, that reward, that feeling. Do you feel fulfilled? That, well, I have achieved a lot. It's not about just financial, but also impacting. Do you feel fulfilled?
I'm not even gonna lie. I do feel fulfilled, but I just know that there's still more that I need to do, or I need to put more smiles on the faces of people, not just about property and stuff. You get what I'm saying?
I love that. And I love the way you want to impact society and be there for, others. Tell me about it. The name Medical. How did you come by that?
It's actually funny, way back when I was in school, a school father of mine told me that, yo, I'm a sick rapper, so he's going to call me Medical. That's how the
Just
name...
like that?
Yeah, that's it. That's how the name came up.
Wow. And has that impacted on your musical journey? The name that you chose, Medical, has it had any impact?
I think so. Yeah, it's a very cute name. It's sexy.
I love the way you say cute.
It's weird and sexy at the same time,
Wow. It's something that has come to stay and you love it.
Yeah.
Okay. What inspires your level of music with what you do? What inspires you?
It's my life actually, because I don't know how to paint any fictional, pictures or stories to the public. You get me?
Right.
I believe you can see me as a hero or as a villain. I don't care. I just know that I'm doing.
How
something
do you
great.
see yourself?
That's why I said you can see me as a hero and a villain. That's how I see myself.
That's how they see you. How do you see yourself?
I see myself the same way. You get me? So, because sometimes I be like, nah, I get caught up with some, bullshit, and I'll be like, nah, I'm not supposed to be doing that. But then you see me doing the good side as well. So it'd be two things, it'd be two different characters living in one body.
Interesting. And then always a pleasure to sit down with you and vibe and chat and get into, your life. Let's talk about inspiration behind the new album, the album conception. Tell us about it.
Well, planning and plotting was me diving into my deepest realm to come through or come with something that will let anybody where they in some, sometimes you go through certain things and then all you need is some particular song or some particular album to calm your nerves down. You get me? Planning and plotting is that one. And then it be assorted, everything there is
Planning and plotting, PMP. Why that? Why that? Yes, everybody goes through a phase and you need to plan. Like, many will say, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Definitely.
So clearly you've captured that. But what is the inspiration behind it?
So it's about you. Sometimes, when you get alone and then you start thinking, that's when you think deep. Sometimes when you are with lots of people, the ideas they come your head like that. You get me? So, sometimes you have to plan and plot before you bring the stuff you want to execute.
I love that. That is deep. And on the wings of that, the themes and messages, in this album, what would you say for them to be, and how do we relate? The themes and messages. What are you driving at in this album?
First of all, it's about enjoyment. Secondly, it's about you forgetting everybody and doing your thing. And thirdly, it's about believing in yourself.
Wow.
So you've got all these things in
I
one.
love that. So it's all about the can-do spirit and what one can do.
Yeah, exactly.
Any events and experiences that actually happened that informed the direction of this album?
Yeah, there are so many things. I mean, I was going through a lot at some point in my life. I'm not even going to say career because obviously, you know, aside the music, we also have our personal lives.
Correct.
You get me? So I was like, how can I tell this story? How can I let people understand what I'm going through or what I'm seeing or how I'm feeling at that particular moment? I was like, all right, cool. I'm an artist, but I don't write the graphic. I don't write magazines. I do music. So I might as well just put the lyrics in there so people can relate, because I believe lots of people also go through the same thing as well.
Interesting. Great album there, great theme, wonderful messages, planning and plotting. What is the overall, you know, sound style like, you know, for this album? What are we to expect? What does the music sound like and the style?
Greatness. That's all I can say, because, you know, I'm not the type of artist that is known for maybe like Afrobeat alone, just singing and that. Obviously, they know, loads of people know that I'm a rapper, you get me? But I sing as well, you know.
Okay.
I sing bare times as well. So this one, it be a combination of, you know, a great talent or a great body of work that I'm putting out for people to.
I love it. Great body of work. Aptly captured. On this album, should we expect any experimentation of new form or styles of music that you introduce? Anything of that in terms of musical elements?
Most likely, yeah. You know, sometimes what you hear is not what someone heard. You get me? So someone might listen to some type of song and then feel like, nah, this is different. Like, what's he trying to do? Sometimes it be like that, because, you know, like I said, I'm not trying to sound like any regular artist. You get what I'm saying? I want something to be different about me.
Deep.
This is why they pay me more. You understand?
I love that. This is why they pay you more. Any specific songs or maybe moments on this album that will let you get, you know, particularly excited, overly excited, and say, wow, this is it for me?
Yeah, so I like the first song, track 1 actually. The title is Soul Tune.
Soul Tune.
Soul Tune.
Okay.
You know, that's my area.
That's your area.
Yeah.
That's interesting because then that connects you to your hood or where you grew up. Why that? So what is Soul Tune about on that album?
You know, people from Soul Tune never back down. They're always, you know, trying to claim their turf. You get me?
That.
So I'm trying to depict like an image of where I'm from, and then share the story and how we are always going for us and we are war ready.
Wow.
Always. And when I say
War ready.
no be in a violent way, but
okay.
obviously we are standing our grounds.
So there are songs like Big Mountains, you may have Soul Tune. Tell us more about that. What are some of the titles in there?
We got Big Mountain, Soul Tune, My Way. My Way is actually one of my favorites.
My Way.
Yeah, My Way. I got Shatta on there.
Okay.
Yeah, and I got Provider with the legend of Rian Ponsa on there as well. Yeah.
That's a legendary album right there. And we just can't wait, you know. Expectations are high. People are really enthused about it. An album from Medikal clearly is going to go places. And I love what you talked about. You have Soul Tune in there, Big Mountains. Your favorite is, you mentioned the title.
My favorite is Soul Tune, actually.
Oh, Soul Tune. Okay, you mentioned My Way as well.
My Way is also one of my favorite, yeah.
And then there's...
I got one with Mayo Kun as well.
Mayo Kun,
That's
okay.
hard. That one is also
right,
hard.
and you called that one?
I called that one Balenciaga. Yeah, that one is also hard.
Okay.
I got one with J Bad and Heady One as well.
Wow.
That's hard. I got one with Sherifa Guno as well. And I got one with King Sack.
Wow.
That one is very hard.
Wow.
You know, when it's Medikal and Sack or there, you know what? It's madness.
It's fireworks, it's a bombshell,
Yeah.
it's madness, like you captured it aptly.
It's crazy.
So let's talk about your concert now, your annual concert. Of course, you took a break for some time, you're back on the scene. What should patrons expect? That great concert that is coming up.
So So the planning and plotting concert will be mad. It will be different because, like I said, I took a break from doing all these concerts because of what happened the last time I did a concert. You get me, some misfortune or mishappenings and that.
Right.
But obviously, we're going to do something different. We're going to have fun, stick some stones in there. We're going to we go shell a lot, you get me? So, and then it's not going to be like a regular show. You come, perform, then we go. That day, I would DJ at some point.
Oh, really?
Play different type of music. Like,
Fill us in. I mean, transfigure us, transport us onto the day when you're having that P&P concert. And I like you for one thing because you are very relatable. You interact with your fans and they mean a lot to you. What are we to expect in our mind's eye on that day at your concert, Medikal?
I mean, expect something different. Like, expect a very, it will be a great experience.
Right.
You get me? We'll play FIFA, we'll do a lot of activities. It's not just going to be like...
I love that. You are turning a concert into a festival now.
Exactly. That's how it's going to look like.
Interested.
Yeah.
I'm excited, about it. Everything about it. Planning and plotting. Interested. And I know you have one huge concert coming up as well in 2024 at the O2. Tell us about it. You think it's possible? Many have said that, yeah, it's a leap of faith. Ghanaians can do it. Others also feel, well, it's not possible. How do you feel ahead of your O2 concert and the first time you're breaking the news in May? How do you feel about it, Medikal?
Well, first of all, I feel like everything in this life is possible. You get what I'm saying? And then, I'm doing the O2 Indigo on the 3rd of May. Because, I've never really done my own concert show in London, you get me? I was supposed to be on the party in the park, but I got there and then because of the weather situations, it got cancelled.
Right.
Yeah.
So the first one got cancelled, the second one you couldn't make it?
The second one I couldn't make it because I had a show in Ghana. So I just feel like I owe my Londoners, a great performance in London. So we are doing the O2 on the 3rd of May, 2024. Yeah.
Interesting. What are the expectations, from your side? I know you're going to take us on a musical journey. I address you as the heartbeat of creatives. You're not just a musician. You bring an act on stage. You enact a play. You take us on a musical journey. And that's one thing that 100% I should actually acknowledge. Walk us through on the 3rd of May. What should we expect at the O2 Indigo? Any artists joining you? Any surprises?
Yeah, definitely. So we are taking planning and plotting to London. You get me? So obviously, a couple of artists on the album as well, and even artists that I have, relationship with.
That's right.
We got songs before, even if we couldn't make it to the album. Yeah, they're gonna pull up because I want it to be like a, I want the people to come and experience everything, not just me. I don't want to be selfish, or I can't be selfish, and I can't do it alone. You get me, obviously. So my brothers and sisters will definitely support me, and then we'll do something great, and it'll turn out nice.
As always, pleasure sitting down with you and getting to know, a lot more about you, a leap into your musical journey, and I love that. But before we go, tell me, what's your biggest fear in life?
My biggest fear is going broke, because
going broke.
Yeah, that's my biggest fear, or losing my life.
Wow.
Maybe I have to, because if you're broke, you can't feed a lot of people, and if you are no more, a lot of people will be sad and they will cry and they won't be happy that you're gone. So those are my biggest fear in life.
And also on the flip side, what is your biggest dream? I mean, what do you want to achieve before you expire?
Before I expire, I just want people who know my story or listen to my music get inspired and make it in life and be happy. That's it. I don't want too much. I love that. I'm not greedy.
You're a very affable man. You're loving and a great personality, I should say. We wish you the very best.
Thank you so much.
On this great journey.
Thank you so much.
Planning and plotting.
Planning and plotting.
It's a success already.
God bless you.
Respect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love.